Mary Gannon Kaufman here. I haven't been very active on Facebook for a while, or YouTube, or even with my website. I've been renovating my practice as a registered dietitian to take a more functional, integrative approach to help you get to the root cause of your health with personalized nutrition. I help people at midlife and beyond to find simple, life-enhancing solutions for pesky weight gain, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart and gut issues, and those that just want to build good health and have clear thinking and robust memories. I want to address some of our deepest worries with healthy lifestyle. I'm both a registered dietitian and healthcare chaplain, and I've worked a lot with the 12 steps from AA. Some have tried to tackle overeating using the 12 steps, and they've actually taught kind of restrictive eating patterns that are not full life eating. I'm going to post a few videos here to help walk through you to the 12 steps to help you deal with your eating and cultivate a positive relationship with food, to naturally have new energy and motivation and stop beating yourself up for your habits. Now, step 1 says, I've come to see that I'm powerless over X and my life has become unmanageable. For us, it may be more easy to recognize this with addictive drugs. But now we've been unable to really deal healthy ways with heavily processed foods and sweets and comfort foods. And we feel like sometimes our eating has become unmanageable. We do the very things we don't want to do. Our American food supply is addictive. Now, it may be easier to conceive of this if we're talking about addictive drugs, but sweets and highly processed foods are addictive. Our American food supply is much more addictive than what our grandparents had access to. When we eat treat foods, our pleasure centers are triggered to release chemicals called dopamines, the feel-good hormones, and they reinforce our cravings. We might most easily recognize this pattern at night after we've been eating and we're full, but you still crave something sweet or salty. It nags you until thoughts give you permission to indulge it. You say something like, you've had a really hard day, don't worry about it, start tomorrow, and you eat those chips or cookies and you feel satisfied for a moment until that guilt and frustration backlashes you. If you notice, if you're honest, you think you deserve them and no one's going to tell you you can't have them. It's about you and control, and it's not going well. Let's take a different approach. Rather than trying to control your choices, open up the experience to let a different power in. Think about it. From your core, your deepest hopes and motivations, you have generous energy inside of you. You do good things when you're moved. Your spirituality and sense of higher power can help empower this. Think about experiences when you've been fully alive, connected to your best. This gives you a glimpse of a power outside of you. If you're religious, you might seek to relate to this power in prayer. But all of us humans can resonate with this something greater than ourselves. We are meant to be guided, be responsive to goodness, to appreciate beauty and what's appealing. Food is appealing. Human resources alone are limited, but not when we get out of the way and we resonate with our spirituality. To get in touch with this, I want you to really examine your eating struggle. See your limitations more clearly. For the next few days, ask yourself a few questions. You can also take a simple survey like the Yale Food Addiction Scale. I'll put a link for it below, just for your own information. Think about when you first started this habit of regularly overeating. When did you start? What did you eat? Has the amount you've eaten changed, or how often you're doing it changed? Ask yourself, would I be embarrassed if somebody saw what I was eating? Is it a solitary event, or do you eat when you're social? What feelings surface when you review your answer? I also want you to think, what has it been like when you've tried to address this behavior on your own, to stop this behavior? How has it gone? What have you tried to do to regulate this? Think about, do you think about food a lot? Do you plan for eating? Do you look forward to eating? Do you seek to eat especially when you've had emotional struggles? And have you been discouraged when you can't stop plowing through the sweets when you'd rather not be doing that? Well, you say something like, you might as well eat this because it hasn't worked out. So take care to not be self-critical in this perspective, but let's get started working. Take an honest look at repeated troublesome behavior, and it's the first step in transforming it. I'm going to post some regular steps to just explore this further, but I'm hoping that you practice some simple spiritual practices, like in the evening, make a gratitude list for what's gone well in that day. Take a few minutes to rest or surrender to this goodness around you. God, see if this grounds you to appreciate tomorrow in a better way. So thanks very much, and I'll talk with you soon.